And his name is John Cena!
What's up guys, Shawnee Dogs here, and I'm not going to waste any time beating around the bush or making excuses. It's time to address the elephant in the room. It seems that every major Call of Duty YouTuber is avoiding even mentioning this issue, but this is the absolute most broken Call of Duty of all time, at least at launch. We don't know what's going to happen the rest of the year. I'm sure this could turn out to be a great game, but the launch of this game was a complete disaster. For the first 2 or 3 days, you were lucky to even get on the servers for just a few hours, maybe even a few minutes, before getting kicked out again, only to have to wait hours and hours before you could get back in. It had more than its fair share of issues, and there really is no excuse. This is a AAA title published by one of the biggest publishers out there, and this is the 14th Call of Duty, people. They have a whole lot of experience. I'm sure there is a lot of knowledge on that team, and I don't understand how they couldn't foresee a large population of people playing this game to the point where the servers could not even handle it. This is perhaps the biggest console game out there, and it has been for years. It is extremely difficult to even wrap my head around this issue. Once they added Sledgehammer into the mix, there's now 3 teams making these Call of Duty games. They only have to make a game every 3 years, and while yes, it is a lot of work, that is a lot of time to deliver a finished product. I just want to sit down and play some good old Call of Duty, relax, have a good time, and it's almost impossible to do that. If you think I'm overreacting, let's just pull up some clips, shall we? I'm going to play this at full speed. Alright, so we pull out the Car 98K, try to get a little sniper rifle action going. Yes, that is the diamond camo. I was the world's first to get all of the diamond camos within this game. It took a long time. Now, if you weren't paying attention to the clip, I'm going to bring it back in slow-mo for you. So as far as I'm concerned, this man is a wizard. This bullet was aimed so well in the dead center of his chest that it came clean through the other side. You can actually watch the bullet travel. Not even a hit marker. Oh, come on, Sean. That was an isolated incident. There's no way something like that ever happened again. We fast forward, free-for-all on Flak Tower using the bar. Now this is from my perspective. A kill that I should not have gotten to save my life. Something that should not happen in a million years. But stuff like this happens every day in so many gunfights. I've been watching the pros play a lot. I know Optic Crim 6 has been posting a lot of their scrims versus other teams, and he posted one on Gibraltar against EG, and there was one gunfight in particular. He was also using the bar. Halfway through that match, he got 2 hit markers on a guy, and then his gun just swayed way up off to the left, and he even said it out loud in that gameplay. Oh, I just lost full aim assist. Like, oh, that's fantastic. That's exactly what you want in a gunfight. Speaking of Gibraltar, here I am attempting to play, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this glitch where you try to spawn in and nothing happens. Luckily, it only took like 10 seconds and I was able to spawn in before the match actually started, but it usually doesn't end up working out that way. What happens most of the time is it won't let you spawn in until like 20 to 30 seconds into the game, and you'll just be forced to watch your teammates. Even worse, when this happens on free-for-all. I don't know what the exact cause of this is, although I'm sure it's like the game's just recognizing you are first joining the game, so it's spawning you in at one of those set spawn points at the beginning of the game. But as you're going to see right here, it literally spawns you right next to people. The game does not care. It's going to spawn you there regardless. This happened to me multiple times. All of these clips that you're seeing, these were all recorded within a span of 24 hours. It's not like I went out of my way to get these clips. I played for a day and picked out some moments that really should not be in Call of Duty, but they are here indefinitely until further notice. Sledgehammer was tweeting out after they made that first initial update for the game, which had some weapon tweaking. They said they would have an update later in the day to fix all of the server issues and all of the problems going on with the game. By the way, quick little interjection, you can get spawn killed by equipment. Good times. But anyways, they were tweeting, basically saying on that same day that they would fix all of these little problems with the game as well as the servers. Unfortunately, there was no update, and there was no update today. They just keep announcing on Twitter that they are working very hard to try and fix the game. Honestly, at this point, I would be very happy if they were just like, you know what, we're going to call it. Let's own up to our mistakes. Guys, we got to shut down all of the servers for 3 days, but when it comes back online, everything's going to be perfect. That would be a best case scenario, but I doubt it's going to work out that way. All I know is that Michael Condrey will be eating these words. He was basically poking fun at Infinite Warfare that the game didn't launch with Game Battles integration. Well, Infinite Warfare was a lot more playable at launch than the current state of Call of Duty World War II. Now, I'm not making this video as a hate video. I enjoy playing Call of Duty. I personally think that if maybe there was no headquarters mode at all in this game, because that was pretty much what was messing up the servers at the beginning, why a lot of people couldn't get online. I think if they literally put no emphasis, no concentration, that wasn't a concern, the headquarters, maybe if that wasn't ready at launch, everything else would be ironed out and the game would be a lot more fun to play at the moment. That's just my 2 cents. I'm not a game developer. I'm just trying to think of it rationally. You should have the core functions of the game down first before you start moving on to all the little accessories, the add-ons that don't really have too much of an effect on gameplay. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I am trying really hard to like this game. I've put an ungodly amount of hours into it. Like I said before, I was the first person to get all diamond camos for every weapon in the game. That's 100 headshots for all of them, all those challenges completed. I've been grinding it out. I've also been getting a lot of V2 rockets. That's the nuke in this game. That's the gameplay that you're seeing right now. I ended up dropping a nuke. And I don't know, there's just something about it. I would like to know down in the comments, what do you guys think of this game? To me, I'm not feeling it yet. Maybe it's all the bugs and glitches are turning me off of the game. I don't know what it is, but I hope the feeling passes. Regardless, even if I end up hating this game, I'll probably still continue to play it every day just because it's Call of Duty. It's very hard to mess up like the core aspects of Call of Duty. I like the gunplay. They just need to fix a few things, and by a few things, I mean a lot of things. And hopefully they do it sooner rather than later. Considering I already have like 4 days of playtime on this game, they're at least doing something right. The game is playable. I'm enjoying at least some of my experiences in the game. I know I pointed out a lot of negatives within this video, but those are basically all of the negatives that I have. Everything else that I'm not mentioning is a positive. I'm sure you guys have heard of this before, but basically, if something's not right, you're going to complain about it. But if everything's going smoothly, you probably won't say anything. People are a lot more likely to complain than they are to dish out compliments. I think that's what the case is here. Now, the final topic that I wanted to cover in this video, let's talk about the headquarters. This new game mode or lobby, loading screen, whatever you want to call it, this central hub that they advertise as a nice community space. You can do so much within it. It has so many features. It really brings the community together. They talked about it for ages and ages. And let's be real, it's the tower from Destiny. This is not like some new innovation. It's a spin-off and it tanked. Pretty much everything relating to the headquarters is not working. That's why when you go online, you're going to be in a headquarters by yourself or with your party members if you do invite some of your friends, but it's no longer the social space that they claimed it was going to be. Of course, I'm sure it'll get fixed eventually and you'll be able to go into the headquarters. You'll see like 50 people in there, but for now, it is just a barren wasteland of emptiness, and they had to do that so that we'd actually be able to play the game. I said this earlier in the video. It was literally breaking the game to the point where you couldn't get on the servers. That's why they had to take it out on the game's initial release. And then we move on to the other aspects of headquarters, the daily mail that you can pick up, the orders that you can change daily and weekly. Even those were broken. People are saying that they're not able to claim new orders or redeem their old ones. People are having issues with supply drops. They're opening up, but they're not actually getting anything. There are ridiculous amounts of issues right now, even with the mail, and this is something that I've experienced myself. I go to pick up my mail. I pre-ordered the game with the season pass, so I should have all these bonuses. I didn't have anything in my mail, so I was very disappointed with that. Who knows when they're going to end up fixing that. And to top it all off, as I call in the lovely V2 rocket, which, by the way, it didn't even end my free-for-all game. Somehow there were 8 people in here, and it only killed 4, so I had to get another kill. I don't know. That's beside the point. Anyways, to top it all off, I mentioned this in my diamond camo video, but I was trying to get all the camos, and one of the ones for the launchers, it's glitched, so you can't even get the master camo at the end of the game. It's supposed to be called Chrome, so I hope that the future is bright for this game, because right now, the present, it's looking a little bleak. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. I think I've said everything that needs to be said for this game, and my next video, it will probably be a guide on getting all these diamond camos for yourself in the easiest way possible. So if you did enjoy, please be sure to drop a like, Comment down below with any thoughts or questions you may have. And as always, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new for some more great videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. One job, just remember the name. Shawnee Dogs, I never claimed to be the best in the game, but I'm close, better than most, not trying to boast. But when it comes to black sky camo, I am the GOAT. People to meet, places to be, still making time for just you and me. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the beat. I don't do this for fame, I do this for me. I do this for me. I do this for me.